Welcome. My name is Thomas, and I'm here to share in this video my live workshop that's coming up on December the 2nd and on December the 9th. Those are 2 days I'm doing the live workshop, and it's going to walk you through the tax preparation setup for women who looking to start their own tax preparation business. So if you're the woman that's looking to start your own tax preparation business and you want to be able to see what that's going to look like for you when you decide to take action and you're ready to get started, then this live workshop going to definitely be a place you want to be so you can take advantage of that live experience and at the same time be able to ask me questions concerning the process and tasks we're going to take in order to help you set up your tax preparation business. And so all my clients who work with me, they definitely all had questions and concerns before they made their initial payment, because my high-end coaching program is $2,000. And so that type of investment, you definitely got questions and concerns. So I talk to them, I educate them, I send them over information that they need to let them know what it's going to take for them to be successful in this career industry. See, tax preparation and taxation is a career industry by itself. And then the business model that's accompanying it is awesome. So if you decide that you want to make a career and a business inside this career industry, then this is the best time to make that happen. And if you know in your heart that you've been procrastinating and you've been letting life get in the way of you taking action on getting your tax preparation business started, then leverage this free workshop that I'm doing on December the 2nd and on December the 9th to learn the process and the steps that you would have to actually go through to get this stuff set up if you decide to do it for yourself. So if you decide to do it for yourself, then this here workshop will help you go through those steps and tasks to make it happen. And so during the workshop, you definitely want to take notes. And at the same time, I'm going to give you some PDF documents information that you can download and save to your computer to use when you're ready to take action on starting your own tax preparation business. And so that's what the workshop is going to help you do. It's going to give you information that you need that's going to allow you to walk you through getting your tax preparation business set up. It's going to give you the real world, realistic truth on what type of income you're looking to make being new and getting started. So I got two types of clients. I got clients who brand new, no prior training, no experience. Then I got clients who work for tax firms who decide they want to own their own tax firm. And so those are two different paths that majority of people who I work with come from. And so for the ones who come from the path of no prior training, no experience, and they ask me what realistically can I make from starting my own tax preparation business, and I be honest with them, and I tell them it's basically up to you and your efforts to go out and promote yourself and let people know that you have a tax preparation service, and being able to get people that already know, like, and trust you to do some business with you when it comes to your new tax preparation business. And I let my coaching clients know to leverage me, let people know that, hey, they already know you're new to starting a tax business. So if you're working with a mentor and coach that you're paying money to work with, leverage the fact that you work with somebody. Leverage the fact that you're not doing this by yourself. Leverage the fact that, hey, I'm starting out with my own tax preparation service. I'm going to be up and running and ready to go for 2022 in January. I got a mentor coach that's helping me make this happen. And if you don't have a tax professional that you already going to that you're happy with, please consider me for the upcoming tax season with your business. And you give them your business cards, and that's what you simply tell them, and you keep it moving. And so that's the basic general spiel you give everybody who know of you, that you starting the tax service and you got a mentor coach that you're working with. And so if that's your situation, that's what you let them know. Another thing that I let my clients know is that when it comes to working with basic marketing strategies, we don't tell people our titles anymore. That's old school marketing. When a person asks you what you do, you tell them you're a tax preparer or a tax professional. That means nothing to them. They don't know what that means. So you got to be able to come up with something that gonna pique their interest, that they can ask you more about, that you can go into details about, that'll cause them to be interested in thinking about giving you opportunity to do their taxes for the upcoming tax season. So one of the simple, basic pitches I use is that I let people know that I specialize and work with self-employed and small business owners to maximize their profits through tax deductions or tax write-offs. And so that's more interesting than just telling them I do taxes. That means nothing. So when you give them something to go on by being more detailed in what you really do, that helps pique the interest of the potential client. And if they don't have no place they truly go that they're happy with, it's a good chance they might seek you out for the upcoming tax season. So that's my simple pitch on what I tell people when it comes to my tax preparation clientele that I'm trying to build. Now, when it comes to my coaching program, it's a similar spiel, but it's not nothing difficult. It's not nothing over the top. I keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? So regardless who my ideal client is, I come up with information that's going to speak to them, pique their interest. And for the person that doesn't have a place to go to that they're happy with, and I can answer basic tax questions while we're talking, it's a good chance they're going to become a client for the upcoming tax season. So that's been my experience with how I do it since I've been in this industry. So the free live workshop, again, it's going to cover the step-by-step process that I wrote out in my ebook that I sell on how to start your own tax preparation business. And from there, I'm going to give you some information, especially if you're brand new. And if you reach out to me before this workshop start, I can email you some information over. So by the time the workshop start, you'll already have some information, some insight, and some understanding of what it's going to take to start your own tax preparation business in this career industry of tax preparation and taxation. So that's what the free workshop is designed to do. It's designed to educate you and give you some information and some insight on a career industry that you may be interested in already pursuing that you haven't taken action on yet. And so that's the whole purpose of me doing the free workshop, is to educate you, give you some insight, give you some real world information, be able to answer some real world questions and concerns you may have that's going to allow you to make an informed decision on getting started with your tax preparation business. And so if you're looking to start a tax preparation business, it might not be next year, and it might be next year, but the whole point is, if you take action right now, I can work with you to the point where I can have your tax preparation business set up in 2022, where you can still make some type of tax preparation fees based on your marketing strategies when it comes to going out and spreading the word on what you do when it comes to your tax preparation business. So it's still some type of income that can be made when it comes to your tax preparation business. The only thing is, I work year round. I work from January to October every year. So out of 10 months, if you can't generate at least a minimum of $10,000 inside your new tax preparation business, that simply means that you haven't done anything at all when it comes to spreading the word about your new tax preparation business, what you're about, what's the benefits that come to you, and how you can better serve them in the process. So, and 10,000 is an ugly number, regardless if you're brand new out the boat or seasoned or not, to be able to generate and doing tax season, because the type of income we can make. So one of the things I walk my clients through is pricing. You know, I got some pricing schedules that's based on the different states, but they just estimates, and I let them know, don't count on those as a guide. Just get an idea of what they're talking about. And I give them what my pricing schedule is. I got a standard price of $250. I got a standard price of $475 and $450. And those $250 for people who work a job, who don't have no business income whatsoever, meaning you don't have no 1099, it's miscellaneous. You don't have no 1099K. You don't have no 1099 NEC. You just strictly have maybe a W-2s. You might have some unemployment. You might have some interest income. You might have some gambling winnings. Those are fine for my standard price of $250. Self-employed people, they pay $450, and that covers the package I have for that. So self-employed people, I have a package, because me being in this industry as long as I have, I run across so many people who claim to have a business who don't have their basic business credentials set up. So for the $450, you don't have your employee identification set up. You don't have your business account set up. You don't have your payment processor set up. You don't have no record keeping requirements strategy in place. Those are things that we talk about. Those are things I sit you down and show you that you need to have and point you in the right direction on making it happen. So when it comes to my self-employed and small business clients, you know, the 450 covers more than just me preparing your tax return. You know what I'm saying? Number one, the type of information that I collect from clients and the trust factor that takes to go along with that is prices in itself. So you can't put a price on that. You know what I'm saying? So going to somebody to get your taxes done, hopefully you trust them enough where you're not concerned about that information ending up in the wrong hands. So I have to talk to my coaching clients and let them know they got to paint a picture of pricing that's not strictly based on me just doing a return. I have to paint the whole picture that you're paying for more than just me preparing a return. You paying for the fact that you hopefully come to someone that you know, like, and trust enough to get this vital and sensitive information to even do a return. Because see, if you put your information in the wrong hands, then now they're gonna make more money off you with your information than they ever would by doing a tax return. So you missed the whole point of you focusing on I charge 450. You missed the whole point that once I get your information, I can make way more than 450 off you. And so you want to keep in mind that you want to go do business with somebody you know, like, and trust enough, you feel confident in who's going to do right by you. You know what I'm saying? And so when you look at the big picture, 450 is nothing to pay to have the confidence and ease and knowing that the person that's preparing your taxes year after year, you trust them. They ain't gonna mislead you. They ain't gonna misrepresent themselves. They're not gonna abuse your information and do something with it. It's the big picture that you got to be able to see when it comes to the pricing. So there's so many different things that we cover with my coaching clients that you'll get to go through with the free live workshop. So we're gonna cover so many different aspects in the free live workshop that I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 parts or I'm gonna do 1 part or do it all together. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm working it out now. So December the 2nd and December the 9th, if you want to attend the free live workshop, and it's for women who are looking to start their own tax preparation business, and you might have already done your research. You might have already simply Googled how to start your own tax practice, your tax firm, whatever phrases you use to research that. Now you have to go take those results, click on each link, and check out the information given to see which one makes sense for you to even follow. And so once you've done that, then you got to ask yourself, what steps are you going to take to go out and make it happen for yourself? So that's the challenge of starting your own business, regardless of what it is. But I just specialize in tax preparation services. So with me having a coaching program that's designed to help you start your own tax business, if you can go and do your own research and then go out and make it happen like I did 20 years ago, then go for it. You know what I'm saying? If you're confident in yourself to make that happen like I was, then don't waste your time coming to the free workshop. Go ahead, Google it, do your research, collect the data you need to do, and just go ahead and make it happen for yourself. If you're that confident in your ability to make it happen, I'm not mad at you. Go for it. But if you know in your heart that you've done your research already, and then trying to take the necessary steps to make that happen, you're not confident in, you're not feeling good about, and you don't want to make no mistakes concerning that, because you don't want to waste no time and money in the process of setting up your business, then the most smart way to go would be to invest in someone's mentorship and coaching program. And so I'm talking about someone who has a program designed for you to start your own tax business. Now, I got people who've worked with other people who had a tax service, but they couldn't help them start a tax business because that wasn't what they was designed and set up to do. It just wasn't. So until you get with somebody who has a program and service designed to help you with a specific task, which means my coaching program is designed to help you start your own tax preparation business from A to Z, from the front end to the back end. I take away all the guesswork on getting started. I give you targeted training and information on getting started. So we ain't wasting our time over here on the west side when we should have just stayed on the south side. So that's one of the biggest value to having a mentoring coach that you're going to invest in, is that I'm not going to waste your time by having you do stuff that you don't need to be doing right now. And right now we focus on 2 main things. A, tax preparation training, where you acquire the knowledge and skills to do the service, and professional software training, which you need to have on your belt because that's how we prepare taxes. We use software. So you master those two concepts and you're good to go in your first year. Because if you master how to use the professional software, it's going to help you get through your first season with no problem. But you want to have the confidence in yourself, especially when you're in front of clients where you're not nervous, you're not sweating, and you're not fumbling and bumbling uh, with asking different questions or needing help from co-workers or managers. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. So to alleviate that happening is to get prepared now. You know what I'm saying? This here industry is based on our knowledge. People come to me because they assume I know what I know what I know. They don't come to me because I look good, I'm handsome, I'm a great singer. They don't come to me for none of that. They come to me because they assume I know how to prepare their tax returns and help them get what they're looking to get. That's it, and that's all. So when it comes to learning this skill in this career industry of tax preparation and taxation, you want to be ready. You want to be able to have so much confidence and knowledge in you that if they ask you a basic tax question, hopefully you can answer it. But I let my people know, don't ever try to answer a question when you know in your heart you don't know it, because that's going to make you look bad. They're going to spread the word to all their people that, hey, Sharon don't know her stuff. She just gave me some information based on what she thought it was. I went and looked it up myself, and it was dead wrong. And I know I'm not coming to her, and I'm letting all my people know don't mess with her. So that's what'll happen to you if you give people information based on the fact you don't know a damn thing. Don't do it. Your ego might be tempted to do it. Your so-called sincereness to help somebody might tempt you to do it, but don't do it. And so this free workshop is going to educate you and give you information you need to make an informed decision on, number one, if this is the right career move for you. Because until you take action on starting your own tax preparation business, you don't have no clue if you're making the right decision or not. The only way to find out if you're making the right decision or not is to take action, is to do the research, is to talk to somebody who know their stuff, who going to give you the truth, who going to answer your questions, concerns you're going to have, because you're going to definitely have some. And so if you haven't done any of that yet, you definitely want to attend the free workshop on December the 9th or December the 2nd and get educated. And like I said, if you leave me your email address, I'll email you over some information right now that I sent over my clients who fall into the category of being no prior training, no experience. And so we have so many different people trying to sell you something where they tell you no prior training, no experience needed. And that might be true on the surface, but in reality, if you got prior training experience and already preparing taxes and using tax software, that's going to definitely be a bonus to you when it comes to starting your tax business. But if you brand new off the boat trying to learn how to prepare taxes and use software, then based on your learning curve, you might struggle more than the next person who's trying to do the same. So when people use the fact that you don't need no prior training or experience to do something, it might sound good as a way to get you to do something. But in reality, when you actually take action on doing that, you'll find out that prior training experience go a long way versus not having it. But it's okay if you don't have it, because if you're trying to do something new you never done before, like I did, you know what I'm saying? I went to a tax preparation course, and I decided and I enjoyed and had a passion for helping people with their tax preparation needs. And then from there, I worked for the company. And then from there, I kept learning and I kept growing. And so when the person asks you who took a tax preparation course, what you do next, I tell them you keep learning, you keep growing, you keep evolving, because all they did was give you an introduction to preparing tax returns. All I'm gonna give you is an introduction, because there's too much information when it comes to learning this skill set that you're not gonna be able to get all in one feeding. You're just not gonna be able to do it. So you're gonna have to keep being given the same information over and over again to stick to you, to you be able to answer some basic tax questions that you're gonna learn about taking a tax preparation course. And that takes time. Now, if you're the person who got a hellified memory and you can memorize some stuff and be able to speed it back out, then you're good. But if you know you don't, then the best thing you can do is keep those resources and information close to you. So if a client call you on the phone and say, "Hey, girl, I need to know, do I qualify for child and dependent care expense You can grab your publication 503, you can scan through it, and you can tell them, hey, this is what you need to be able to have in place that's going to qualify for that. And then she can say, okay, I'll make that happen. I'll see you in a couple of weeks with all my information. And so that's one of the things I let people know. It ain't about trying to memorize nothing. It's all about being able to go get the answer to the question your client gonna have. And that's being able to keep the resources and information and the knowledge and training close to you where you can reach out and get it when you need it. So this live free workshop that's going to be on December the 2nd and 9th is going to help you by giving you the insight and the information you need to make an informed decision on if this is the right career move for you in the first place. Because until you do that, you won't even know if you're making the right choice or not until you take action. And so the most inexpensive action you can take is join this free workshop that I'm doing on December 2nd and 9th to see for yourself if this is the right move for you in the first place. Because if it's not, then now you got to ask yourself, what do you want to do as far as having a business? Then now you got to sit down, brainstorm, and try to figure it out. If tax preparation is not going to be it, you got to figure out another move. So I'll see you in my next video.